Hello everyone. Hey there. Namaste to all of you. Love and light to all my fellow happiness seekers. This is Shivi Goel, your author on travel and the spirited blogger. By now we know that what the Healing Tree podcast is all about, where we talk and share about seeking happiness, maintaining the mental well-being, seeking peace, and how one can attain happiness during tough and challenging situations. The Healing Tree podcast is all about healing, living a life, not just a lifestyle. So in today's episode of the Healing Tree, we are diving into a topic that has become increasingly relevant in our digital age. That is building a positive online presence, especially for the content creators. As we steer the world of the social media, which is super wide, it's crucial to recognize the profound impact it can have on our mental health. And we have been talking about it in our earlier episodes as well, where we have covered topics like digital detox, tech harmony, teenage struggles, and the impact of social media on them. So tune into the episode, tune into the playlist, and learn more about it. Also, please do not forget to leave a comment or ask me any question if you wish to. We will be very happy to cater them. And do not forget to hit a like button and subscribe and share as much as you can with your friends, relatives, and whomsoever need it, so that I can bring loads of topics for you on mental well-being, life lessons, awareness, knowledge, learning, and how to be just happy and joyous in your lives. To start with, I would like to share my viewpoint on the pervasive influence of social media that has brought both blessings and challenges. While it connects us with a global audience and opens up with exciting opportunities, it also introduces new dynamics that can affect our well-being. Research consistently highlights the correlation between social media usage and mental health outcomes, particularly among teenagers and adults. The intention of today's discussion is not just to shed light on potential pitfalls, but more importantly, to empower you with insights and some practical tips. Whether you are a seasoned content creator, a teenager stepping into the digital realm, or an adult crossing the intricacies of online interaction, we will talk about some valuable guidance here. As we go on board in this journey, our aim is to equip you with the tools needed to curate a positive online presence on your platform. We will explore the nuances of the social media's impact. We will delve into the role it plays in the lives of content creators and offer tangible strategies for fostering a healthy relationship with the digital world. So let's unfold the layers of building a positive online presence for all the content creators and influencers, with the goal of promoting not just creativity and success, but also mental well-being and happiness for individuals of all the ages all across. Stay with us as we uncover the keys of navigating the digital landscape with mindfulness and intention. In the first segment, we'll be talking about understanding the impact of social media and mental health quickly, because we've already been talking about it in the earlier episodes. So research and studies have increasingly drawn attention to the sincere effects that social media can have on our psychological well-being. On one hand, social media offers a platform for self-expression, connection, and community building. And we see this all through our day and lives. On the other hand, it introduces challenges such as social comparison, FOMO, cyberbullying, and the pressure to curate that perfect online persona and look always good on the reels or on any other platform. This we have discussed in details in the episode 2 and episode 3. I'm again repeating it, so please tune in there and share as much as you can. According to a few recent studies conducted in the Harvard and Oxford universities and other mental health organizations, and few researchers has also mentioned that sustained use of social media has been linked to increased feelings of loneliness and depression. This constant exposure to the curated feeds, they often don't realize that the representations of others' lives can contribute to a distorted perception of reality. Teenagers in particular seem to be more vulnerable to the impact of social media. A report from some of the organizations and surveys occurred found that the teenagers have experienced heightened level of stress due to social media related issues. Few statistics also show that the pressure to fit in, maintain the popularity for the likes, followers, views, and to navigate the complexities of the online interactions take a toll on their mental health. However, it's essential to recognize that social media isn't inherently detrimental. It can be a powerful tool for the positive change and support as well. Like, for example, there are few mental health advocacy groups. Okay, they leverage the social media to raise awareness. They provide the resources, they provide the guides, and they foster a sense of community among those struggling with the mental health issues. Building on this, there's a comprehensive study which was published in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology that found that limiting social media use to 30 minutes a day resulted in significant reductions in depression and loneliness among teenagers and other individuals. This suggests that the quantity and the nature of social media consumption play a pivotal role in shaping its impact on mental health. Beyond the individual level, the collective social media environment on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter and Snapchat has also been analyzed. And the research by the Pew Research Center indicated that there's a substantial percentage of adults, they feel overwhelmed by the political news, crime news, and the cultural discussions on these platforms. And they kind of contribute to the heightened stress levels and the blood pressure levels of these individuals. They also state that YouTube is the most popular online platform among teens, with roughly 9 in 10 saying they use the site almost every day. And more than half of teens report using TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram. Today, nearly all the US teens, approximately 96%, say they use the internet every day. Examining the positive side of social media that has become a vital source for support for many those who are dealing with the mental health challenges. Now, there are online communities and forums. They offer a safe space for them to share their experiences and seek guidance. Platforms like Minds Foundation, Help Guide, National Alliance on Mental Illness, etc. They host mental health advocates and professionals and experts who provide valuable resources and encouragement to individuals. Notably, initiatives like these, they are leveraging social media and they are also leveraging few health discussions that encourage open dialogue. These endeavors showcase the potential of these platforms to foster understanding and empathy. In the upcoming segments, we're gonna explore how content creators and individuals can actually navigate the entire landscape of social media mindfully, and they can cultivate their own positive online presence. Now in segment 2, let's talk about few interviews which we have conducted with content creators about their role and the online presence in the world of content creation. So I'll be stating what they have answered. As content creators, the digital landscape is both our canvas and our audience. How we curate our online presence is integral to our success and, more importantly, towards our mental well-being. Sometimes it becomes real harsh when the trolling happens. We often find ourselves in a very bad situation of a balancing act. On one side, there's a desire for visibility, likes, followers, success, engagement. On the other, there's a challenge of also maintaining the reality, the authenticity, and witnessing, what the turbulent waters of online criticism and trolling is happening in our lives. It is really tough sometimes. Creators also added by saying that to be real, in the era of carefully curated online personas and faking it to the core is a cornerstone for building a positive presence on the social media platforms. The pressure to conform to certain, expectations or trends can be really immense. Like the pressure to make the reel on the trending audio or on the dance move or any film releasing or using the trending template to gain few likes and followers is really going crazy, and it happens all the time with us. This pressure, if succumbed to, not only affects the creator's mental health, but also it dilutes the unique voice being attracted by their audience in the very first place. And it's kind of a vicious circle all the time. Handling online criticism and trolling is an inevitable aspect of the digital journey. Research has shown that the creators who face negativity in the online world have heightened stress levels. To bring this to life, let me also share a personal reflection with you guys. In my journey as a content creator, I have faced moments of doubt and criticism and a lot of questions. However, I have also experienced the power of authenticity and to be more real, because the moment I try to be more real, there's more criticism and trolling comes up. When I chose to share not just my successes, but also my challenges and my fights and struggles in my life, It then reinforced the importance of creating a space that values real me, my imperfections, and my real authentic stories, which I really wanted to talk about on the platform, which is for all of us. For me, showcasing the positive and a healthy online presence was not just about the popularity or gaining few followers. It was also about building that meaningful and beautiful connections with my audience and people who watch me and hear me. Join me in the next segment as we unravel more layers on the Healing Tree podcast about the online presence for the content creator. In the segment 3 now, we'll be speaking about some tips for cultivating a very beautiful, healthy online presence for the content creators. We will be also diving into the practical theory of how to be, just real on the online world without thinking anything. Whether you're a content creator, a teenager, or an adult who is just, building your presence or promoting your products or in your small business, these kind of small tips, they are designed to empower you, that can help to foster a digital space which uplifts rather than it drains all your energy and give you a lot of stress and depression. First of all, you can start by emphasizing the real you and look for the genuine engagement rather than what the algorithm is saying. In the world where filters and facades are always there, the real you will gonna always stand out. Don't forget it. For the content creators, my advice will be staying true to your voice, which values you, which is powerful. It is a real way to connect with your audience. Share not only your achievements and awards and etc., but also your challenges in the growth, because that kinds of, build the real trust and audience could resonate with it. I would like to encourage the teenagers and adults to curate your online presence on whatever topic you are making to actually kind of reflect who you are for real. And it kind of later on, invites the real and meaningful friendships also in terms of the audience and people who are watching you. Next, I would like to say that setting boundaries and taking break also helps. So boundaries are essential for maintaining the mental well-being in the digital age. In the episode 4, we have spoken about digital detox. Hear it out in detail, and please leave your questions and comments if you want to ask anything about it. Sometimes the creators, they find themselves stuck in a cycle, which is inevitable, and you're just not able to come out of the vicious circle of the engagement and what people are thinking. While passion at times is really crucial, the burnout is also a real concern, which a lot of people don't talk about. One has to recognize the signs of burnout and they have to prioritize their self-care. Now, taking breaks in between, like short break or extended breaks, they allow for rejuvenation. Your creativity never dies with this. Try to kind of practice it once in a week. Another way is to actually restrict yourself from the comments. So what you can do is you can follow accounts that inspire you, that motivate you, that educate you, and that, kind of uplift your energy all the time. Engaging in valuable conversations always help rather than just getting random idiotic comments, and the toxic exchanges doesn't help. So for the content creators who are being trolled and criticized all the time, consider creating a community that encourages your good comments and healthy interactions. And you can always have an option to moderate the comments and, hide and delete to foster actually a space where beautiful constructive discussions can thrive. Next, I'd like to say that practice mindful posting, just don't rush, just don't mindlessly keep on posting anything. So before posting, just take a break and ask yourself, does this actually align with my values? Is it really authentic what I'm doing? Will it gonna contribute happily and positively to my space, on the social media and the platforms wherein I'm posting? So mindful posting actually ensures that, your content reflects with your own persona. Be conscious of the content that you consume and watch and see. So unfollow accounts that are consistently, throwing out negative feelings and negative vibes to you. And in the end, I just want to say that build a support system and build a positive network. I always say this to the content creators in all my podcast and content which I create. So for everybody from the teenagers to adults to content creators to influencers, please try to build a supportive online community. Work together, support each other in a positive way. Honestly, this one is not kind of an easy job in the era where there's a sheep herd and no one actually cares about anybody. Now, I would like to talk about some strategies to handle some negativity, and to handle your criticism gracefully, because everybody is bullied, everyone almost is being trolled, and it kind of deteriorates your mental health. Taking negativity and criticism gracefully is like really important. When faced with the negativity or criticism, take a moment to pause, reflect on the feedback, and consider if there's any validity to it. Then I would like to say that choose your battles wisely. It's like for every negative comment, there's a response, right? So now when you're taking the pause, you're also evaluating the situation and you're choosing your battles wisely. It's just not randomly throwing out or writing anything in the comment. So try a constructive dialogue, which is very valuable. And sometimes it's best to let go of all the unnecessary negativity which is surrounding yourself. Adding to it is a very important third point, is that try not to respond in rush also, but try to respond with empathy and genuinely then express understanding and relatability to your life. This approach often turns potentially the negative interaction into an opportunity for the connection. So when you're actually doing in this way, there can be a chances that the other person, reply in a very nicer way to you, because you are actually not responding in rush and you're showing an empathy towards whatever criticism is being, thrown on you. Next, what you can do is you can establish some clear comment guidelines, as I have mentioned earlier. So you can utilize the moderation tools. You can actually hide and delete. So we have spoken about this in earlier section of the podcast. Also, use humor and humility. Humility and humor is a very beautiful characteristic and trait of an individual's life. Not only on social media, but also on the personal interaction, can disarm negativity to the fullest. So there's a lightened approach, of humor can shift the tone of the conversation. I hope you guys resonated with the points which I've discussed about the negativity and criticism and trolling. Before I wrap up with my closing remarks, I'd like to request to all the beautiful and amazing listeners to share your thoughts, experiences, or any questions related to what we have discussed today. I'd be happy to take questions or comments to actually, create a sense of community and build a very happy tribe and a safe tribe for all of us. If you wish to voice up, great. If not, we can go anonymous as well. Let's build a beautiful community rooted in positivity and spirituality, and criticism transforms into opportunities for growth and learning. After all, in the forest of the internet, we are planting seeds of kindness. Thank you all listeners for joining us in this episode. Stay tuned for the next one, which will be super special for all the people in love. Do subscribe, rate, and review the podcast to help spread the message of healing and well-being. Keep shining bright and keep smiling. Until next time, let's grow together under the healing tree. Namaste.